you do with your life? Get your education, boy. Subscribe to A's Online.
Okay everyone, welcome back to A's Online Virtual Classroom. I am Andre with today's mathematics tip of the day, presented by A's Online Tutoring Services. Exam success at your fingertips. So, as we continue to push the Get Your Education brand, we want to make sure that we're prepared for the upcoming exam season. So, today's mathematics tip of the day will definitely help anybody at the primary level or even at the secondary level preparing for CXC and other exams. So it's just a nice shortcut that will help you with dividing once again. So we're going to go to the smartboard and take a look at what today's tip is like. So today we're looking at numbers divisible by 4, and there are two main tricks I can show you that will help you to determine how a number can be, or if it is divisible by 4 or could be divided by 4 without leaving a remainder. Alright, so let's look at some examples here. They said if it is the last two digits are divisible by 4. So this is going to be pertaining to numbers like, for example, 9,328. We're talking about the long digits, and of course we're going to need to know at least up to our 12 times tables, 4 of our 4 times tables. Knowing the others all the way between up to 25 will be a lot more beneficial to you. But knowing up to 12 will still get you far. So just looking at this digit, this number 9,328, because the last two digits are divisible by 4, which we could see here, 28 could be divided by 4 7 times, right? So that means the entire number 9,328 could be divided by 4. And we're going to do that using different methods to divide again today. So we're going to do it first in the fraction method. Like if you're reducing a fraction, and this is going to help a lot when you need to reduce fractions. If you have a 4 nearby and you need to know if 4 could go into a number, if the last two digits of the number could be divided by 4, the entire number could be divided by 4. So 4 into 4 is 1, and then we're doing this as 4 into 9 is 2. Remainder 1, 4 into 13 is 3, remainder 1, 4 into 12 is 3, without a remainder, and 4 into 8 is 2. So 4 can go into 9,328, 2,332 times. Alright, that's one example. You could look at another example, a small number like 136. Divided by 4. Can 136 be divided by 4? Well, before we even actually divide it, I know it can, because the last two digits, 36, can be divided by 4. You can see that here 9 times, right? So let's do that short division, which is similar to what we were doing before. 136 divided by 4. So you start off by saying 4 into 1, cannot. So then we go 4 into 13, the next digit along with the first digit together. 4 into 13 is 3, remainder 1, and then you have 4 into 16, which is 4. So 136 will be divided by 4 34 times without leaving a remainder. Right? So anytime you have a digit or a number, that is kind of long, just look at the last two numbers at the end and you will know if it could be divided by 4. Another way we could tell if a number could be divided by 4 is if it ends in 00, 2 zeros. So the easiest example for this would be if we look at 100 divided by 4, and we're going to use the long division method for this one. So the 4 is dividing the 100. So you say 4 into 1, cannot. And you say 4 into the next digit, 4 into 10, 2. 4 2s are 8. You subtract to see if you have any remainder. Remainder of 2. Next step will be to bring down your next digit. 4 into 20 is 5. 5 4s are 20. Let's do a subtraction. And we have no more remainder. So 100 could be divided by 4 25 times. And it works any number that ends in 2 zeros. We could look at another example, like 6,300 for example, and we could go back to our fraction method for this last one and reduce our fraction using 4. 4 into 4 is 1. 4 into 6 is 1, remainder 2. 4 into 23 is 5, remainder 3. 4 into 30 is 7, remainder 2. 4 into 20 is 5. So 6,300 can be divided by 4, and we would have been aware of that even before we divided it because it ends in a double zero. So our answer here is 1,575. So the tip for today: numbers can be divisible by 4 if the last 2 digits could be divided by 4, or if the last 2 digits are zeros. Alright, so that's it. That's our mathematics tip of the day for today. I just want to encourage you to please take the time and subscribe to the channel if you haven't as yet. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it will be helpful for you as exams are fast approaching. Make sure and share, like, subscribe, and we're gonna keep bringing these tips on a weekly basis for you. And if you know anybody preparing for SCA 2021, you can tell them to check out our channel, because we have a daily SCA Today series that is free of charge for anybody preparing for SCA 2021 and beyond. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I am going to see you next week.
What you do with your life? Get your education, boy. Subscribe to A's Online. Click. We got tutors, they go live. When you're home, you're safe and sound. Subscribe. Just log on, study now. Subscribe to A's Online. Tutors, they go live. When you're home, you're safe and sound. Log on, study now. Subscribe to A's Online. Tutors, they go live. You can log in from your house. I say log in with your mouse. Log on, study now. Subscribe to A's Online. Yeah. Tutors, they go live. You can log in from your house. I say log in with your mouse.